Hello, friends. Welcome to Akulmach. My name is Chandrakant, and you are watching me live on this live stream. And you know that the technology has become so advanced nowadays that we can't live without the technology. You are watching me because of this technology. I'm live with you because of this network that we have. But the entire revolution was started by the mobile phone, which is essentially based on the radio frequencies. The radio, so which started about 100 years back. And the television, mobile phone, everything is based on the radio transmission and TV transmission. Everything is based on the communication satellites and the uh, mobile towers, etc. So considering the complexity of the technology, which we cannot live without, uh, if we look for similar signs from other planets, then we will have a very good picture of what the alien technology is all about. And is alien technology is as advanced as Earth? That means, are they equal to us or they are more advanced? So humans actually formed a department called SETI, and this department has been on the lookout for last 70 years. SETI basically stands for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. So obviously we think that we are intelligent and we are looking for similar intelligence. We expect the aliens will be equally intelligent as the human beings are, and therefore the SETI has assets throughout the globe. They have their centers in Australia, in Europe, in America, and from all places they are listening. They have these listening devices which are trying to get radio signals from aliens. And our assumption is that if we find these radio signals coming out from alien worlds, there could be a chance that these signals are emitted by the machines of those aliens, and that means those machines or those aliens are equally advanced, as intelligent as we are, because we consider ourselves to be more intelligent, and therefore the SETI has been formed. And for last 20 years we have seen that the telephony has become much more easier. We have mobile phones which we carry all the time in our pocket, and the mobile revolution is now started off 20 years back or maybe 25 years back with 1G. From there it progressed to 2G, 3G, 4G, and now we have 5G, and people are talking about 6G, sixth generation of mobile telephony. And some of it is controlled by the local network which the telecom operator has created. And if it is intercity call, which is also instantaneous, I mean, I can call anyone across the earth and I don't see any lag at all on my mobile conversation at all. So all of that is also controlled seamlessly by a web of satellites which are floating in the upper universe around the earth, lower earth orbit. So there is a lot of radio signals which are being generated for almost 100 years by us, the intelligent human beings, and it is also leaking into the space. Surprisingly, we have, if you are movie buff, you remember this couple of years back, this movie came called Battleship. And in that movie, there were aliens who came down and they destroyed all our satellites. So we were helpless because humans being intelligent, but these aliens realized that these intelligent beings can be defeated if we just simply destroy their satellites. So they did that, and then they wanted to attack Earth and enslave humans. In this movie, actually, they have shown that. However, humans were intelligent, really intelligent, and they found a very low-tech method to detect these aliens by basically examining the tsunami warning probe or the buoys which are floating in the ocean. And if there are disturbance in those buoys, they know that there are alien ships in that area on the surface of the ocean, and then they will basically target those locations. So that is how we were able to defeat the aliens by using something which was low tech, and all because of the intelligence part as we have in our in ourselves. So while the radio technology is quite advanced, it has been used by this in fiction. It was used to locate the aliens where they are, but law enforcement and defense services use mobile technology to locate where is the bad guy on daily basis. Your mobile carry your location with it. Wherever you go, somebody is tracking your location on the surface of the earth. So you cannot hide if you are carrying a mobile phone. You just cannot disappear and also carry a mobile phone. There is no way you can do that. So your tracking has been done. Now the question today in our live stream is that, is it possible that aliens can also track you down using the same technology as they have shown in that movie, that they were actually using their satellites, in human satellites, to track and disable human communication? So if there are intelligent species living somewhere close by, in the close vicinity, which is up to 10 light years from their planet, can they also hook into our mobile telephony towers and identify what we are doing, what we are up to? And the answer to this question is yes, they can. And if you if you follow the cellular phones, why we call the cellular phone a cellular phone? Because each cell, at the center of each cell, which is a fictitious cell, is an imaginary cell which has been created by the telecom companies, there is one tower, and the tower supports the population in that area of that cell, which is also a imaginary cell. And the tower looks like this, as you can see in this picture. The receptor and the antennas of these towers are square in nature. Why they are square? Because they are built with a specific purpose. They are supposed to transmit wave not everywhere else. They are supposed to transmit wave in a very flat trajectory parallel to the ground, so that if there are telephones in that area, these waves can maintain the energy, which instead of dissipating in the atmosphere, adequate energy levels and adequate frequency levels can be maintained, and it can also provide support to all the mobile phones, and that is how instantly they can provide communication to all the mobile holders. So I think this is the reason why we have these squarish looking antennas on the mobile phone. So because of this squarish looking flat waves which are floating around on the surface of the earth, if some alien species try to picture earth, they may probably see a image like this, where the radio waves are emitting outwards in all directions from earth. And we know exactly if some alien species with strong enough antenna, and they've tried to tap into or look at the mobile or the mobile telephone signals, then this is exactly what they will see in their receptors. So this is why this is an important aspect of understanding that while our law enforcement can track your mobile phones, so are the aliens. They can actually sit 10 light years away and they can examine what is going on earth. However, the nature of these waves are flattish in nature. The aliens, when they are looking at earth, they will be actually getting the best signal whenever there is either a rise, earth rise, or earth set from their perspective. So whenever the earth comes into their horizon, they will get the strongest signal, because the waves on earth are flattish, and therefore the edges of the earth will give the strongest signal. So how strong that signal would be? So let us examine that. Now each tower gives out energy of about 100 or 200 watts, and given the number, thousands and hundreds and thousands of towers all across the earth, the leakage that can collectively go out from earth can be few gigawatts, and this will travel like a beam, because the cellular signals are almost like a narrow beams, not like a radio which is broadcasted everywhere. These are very flattish narrow beams. So if the earth rise is happening in the alien world, they will suddenly see a burst of energy coming from earth, like a narrow beam which is of few gigawatts. Very, very energetic beam the aliens will be able to get and examine lot of information about earth, lot of information, because there are thousands and hundreds of thousands of towers which are generating this energy force field, and it is now being transmitted through space, and eventually it can be tracked by aliens. But I like to clarify that they will not be able to receive your text messages. They will not be able to basically decode what you are speaking, simply because the distances are so huge. By the time they get this, 1,000 gigawatt beam, the information is quite jumbled up, and they will not be able to identify individual conversation tracks, SMS, or calls. So your identity will not be leaked, however, to the aliens. Just wanted to clarify that. But they can still examine this signal, and they can still get a lot of information about the heat map of the people, where the population is located, which are the areas where the people are located who are using this technology. So they can actually get access to the heat map. They will know exactly which area has highest population living, and which area has sparsely scattered humans or intelligent beings on the surface of this planet. They will also get the lot of information about Earth itself. They will know exactly at what angle they are able to get this beam, what is the axial tilt of Earth, the type of weather. Some days the wave will be stronger, some other days they will find it weak. So they can actually get fairly good picture of the weather system, etc. And they will also be able to determine the ratio between land and oceans, how the land mass is distributed across the planet, and all that. So sitting 10 light years away, if somebody examines our mobile data, they can get access to lot of information about Earth. And that is no wonder. I mean, the scientists also know that we should not be sending any signal. I think that is the key here. We should not be sending too many signals, and that will invite trouble for us. So that is why SETI has been designed only to listen. So similarly, if aliens are listening, they can probably listen our mobile chatter, and they can actually decipher or decode a lot of information about our civilization, lot of information about what kind of people we are, where we live on the surface of the earth, how we live, what are the living conditions, what is the weather pattern, etc. Whole lot of information they can decode just by using the mobile network. One thing that you have to also keep in mind, that mobile network is not the strongest radio wave which is being broadcasted out of earth. The defense network uses the most energetic radio waves. So defense, definitely, if they are also doing a lot of chatting on their network, that is stronger beam, that actually forms a stronger signal than the mobile towers put together, all mobile towers put together. So I think that is something that we have to keep in mind. However, since we are using radio waves for our own benefit, same radio waves can also reveal a lot of information about us to aliens. So that is something which I thought I will present to you in my live stream. If you have any suggestions, any questions, feel free to send across. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you again in the next one, my friends. Bye bye.